A rare reunion of childhood friends is a wonderfully nostalgic occasion, and dare I say, among the happiest gatherings we can experience in our lifetime. So, when the high school class of 1990 of Dole Philippines School decided to plan a reunion, everyone loved the idea. The thought of flying home from other countries to reunite and reminisce shared experiences, insider jokes, and memorable moments from the past 30 years immediately brought a sense of excitement, warmth, and happiness. Although none of our friendships faded dramatically since our high school years, it was a perfect opportunity to come together, catch up on each other's lives, and be high school classmates once again. Not everyone was able to make it to this reunion, but they are part of the journey nonetheless. The day before the reunion, we fly to Dumaguete. Christine and I are on the same flight from Manila as Rick RC Canedo, who flew in from the US about a week ago. We haven't seen RC for more than 30 years, and what a thrill it is to see him. 2 hours more until our flight, so we catch up on family and life. After a short and uneventful flight, we land in Dumaguete and head straight to our hotel with our chauffeur and limo hired on the spot. I have not been back to this city since I was a child, so during the ride, I try as much as I can to recall the sights and locations I could remember. In about 20 minutes, we arrive and check in at the Sierra Hotel along EJ Blanco Drive, just 400 meters from the beach. A group of classmates who traveled overland are on their way and scheduled to arrive that evening. Meantime, after a short rest, the three of us head out to a seafood restaurant by the boulevard to wait for them. It is a lovely evening, and the vibe at North Point was electric. And for our first meal in Dumaguete, we are here at Dagsaan Restaurant. We order our grilled seafood and soup from Dagsaan Restaurant and dig in. Midway through our meal, we turn our heads towards familiar voices and rose to greet Laila Bajunaid, Christine Porras, Michelle Martinez, Joss and Joyce Hayoma, and Edgar and Joy Trazo. Our little group is now bigger and louder. You know that feeling when all the stresses and worries fade into the background and all that is left is peace and happiness? That is what we feel while listening to the many life stories around the table. I know a place where we can go. I know a place where we can go. Where we are safe, where we are known. I know that there's no place like home. Good morning from Dumaguete. This is day 1. We arrived yesterday. We enjoyed a couple of hours with friends who arrived early. And today the plan is to just go around the city on a tour because the agenda officially starts tonight. We are going to explore the city. We don't know yet where we're going to go, but it is a lovely day, as you can see from the window behind me. It's going to be fun. These are people who we have not seen for about 25 to 30 years. Some of them we've seen as recently as 6-7 years ago, but really this is a reunion that's been 3 years in the making, and we're just so glad that our classmates from Canada, the UK,
US,
the US,
also from Poland.
Poland, yes. And Brunei. After a hearty breakfast, we set off for a joyride around central Dumaguete city. Often referred to as the City of Gentle People, it is a tourist destination, cultural and educational hub, and is known for its laid-back atmosphere, friendly locals, and vibrant cultural scene. The first stop of the day is the Dumaguete Belfry. It is one of the city's landmarks, built during the Spanish times back in the 1700s. If you didn't know that this watchtower served as a lookout point to alert residents of pirates on the horizon, this old concrete structure itself might not be interesting. But it is a reminder of Dumaguete's colonial past. Okay, so a few steps from the Belfry is a church, and if not for some information posted by its entrance, it could very well be mistaken for something constructed about a decade ago. It is actually the oldest stone church in all of Negros. I think it is an astonishing fact that this was actually also built in 1754, with its present facade finished in 1936. Wow. It is still standing after almost 300 years. After peeking here and there and saying a prayer, we decide that it's time to move, so we pile back into the van and head to the most famous university in town, Silliman University. The campus is so pretty. I think back to student life and how it was to be a student back then. In those days, we didn't have to worry about making money to pay bills, dealing with office politics, or scrolling social media. Back to the here and now, Silliman is a prestigious private university established in 1901, known for its strong academic reputation, beautiful gardens, and conducive environment for learning and personal growth. We asked the guards if we could tour the halls, but we didn't look young enough to pass as students, so no go. We start to feel hungry as the city gets busier and warmer, so we decide to have lunch away from the crowds. We drive to a quiet resort on the slopes of Palinpinon in Valencia. Tierra Alta is a scenic spot in the mountains about 15 to 20 minutes drive from the city. The place is rather posh, a residential area for the affluent. After admiring the view and trying out the glass walk, we sit down to lunch and savor the food. I must say the place is impressive and remarkably beautiful with a lighthouse, a pool, and manicured lawns. It has an ambience similar to coastal villages in the Mediterranean, with whitewashed buildings, terracotta roofs, and arched doorways that add to its aesthetic appeal. The highlight of the day, for me at least, is the next destination, Pulang Batu Falls. A few steps after the most eye-catching sign, visitors walk up to a welcoming cafe offering drinks to warm up or cool down. On the other side of the cafe is a mini waterfall with a pool where visitors can wade and swim. The star attraction, however, is past an artistic arch bearing the name Pulang Batu Falls, against the backdrop of the cascading waterfall and the thundering sound of falling water. Pulang Batu Falls is a breathtaking natural wonder. The name Pulang Batu translates to red rock, a reference to the reddish-brown color of the rocks surrounding the falls due to the presence of natural mineral deposits in the area. The cascading falls is a mesmerizing sight as the water flows into the pool below. If it were a hot day, I think by this time I would be in the water. Today wasn't the best weather to take a dip, and as you might imagine, the water is cold. So no waterfall plunge today. While enjoying Pulang Batu, 3 classmates arrive: Sivian, Karen, and Pedro, and Rachel Manalo and her son Voltaire.
Home. Every road we wander on, black of night to gold of dawn, we'll see all that we could be. When the journey's come and gone, and we found where we belong, we'll know that it carried us home. No matter where we go, at the end of every road, as the world goes by, we'll be side by side and we'll let the sunset glow carry us home.
Okay, so we're down here after a very brief 20 minutes. Just took a quick shower and quick change, and we're heading out to CV's birthday party. Abundant food, lots of fun and laughter. And to add to the camaraderie, Randy and Diane Asidera and their two grown children arrive. All accounted for now. What a special night. There's so much food and drink. We all hope that no one gets up with a hangover tomorrow.